from the guys that brought you mountain pizza. Tonight we have falafels in the mountains. Okay, here we go. We're starting today with some pre-made falafel mix that I made myself just yesterday, and it uses some yogurt mix, so that's this which has some mint in it, and also a falafel mix which has cumin, coriander, and clove and a few other little spices in there. And then I've got another version which has za'atar and cumin and coriander in it to make a difference, right? So I made these recipes last night, and they came out great. So there's also salt in there as well. And then we have bulgur, some bulgur wheat. I've got two different kinds in here. One's like a number 3 coarse, and another one is number 3 medium. And so I mix them together. Just give it a kind of a chunkiness, you know. Some people use baking soda. I don't usually use, I didn't, and they came out fine. So this is chickpea flour, also known as besan, and I've got equal, this is 2/3 of a cup, this is as well, and this is 1/3 of a cup. So you see there's a 2/3, a third, and then the seasonings, of course, go into each batches. There's 2 different batches. Okay, so what we're gonna do is heat up some water, and we're going to soak these 2 bulgur wheat in separate pots, and then we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, then we will mix it together with the chickpea flour and the spices, and then they will make balls. We'll make special little balls out of them, and these are the falafel balls. Okay. And so then we're going to then fry the falafel balls in extra virgin olive oil that I brought here. Look, I've got the robust kind and easy squeeze. Easy squeeze, that's the best kind.
Easy squeezy.
So now that's gonna be the falafel balls. So we will fry them in this pan. Now this is my instant hummus mix. All you have to do is add water, and I can show you that in a minute. Add water, mix it up, and
Mister, you've got hummus.
You got some hummus, mister. And then this is tahini, my instant tahini mix. So now all this really is ground up, roasted. I roasted these sesame seeds and ground them up, and this is like about a cup or so. And then you mix that with some olive oil, mix it together, instant tahini, and believe me, it's going to taste great. This has some of that in here, and so this is going to be the hummus that we're going to make. All you have to do is add water. This, all you have to do is add oil. And then here are our toppings, and we got some pita, fresh baked pita, well, freshly yesterday, yes. And then I got these za'atar breads, and that's garlic bread as well. Aroma tomatoes, green onions, cilantro, and a cucumber. And
then we foraged.
So that's going to go inside topped with inside the pita,
topped with
some tahini. But we also have some other greens, because this is mountain falafels. Mountain falafels.
We had to include natural ingredients we foraged.
So we foraged these natural ingredients. Now, 2 of them are European weeds, these 2, and this is a actual native plant. This is Montia, and I think it's Canadensis, but there's a lot of different varieties. They call it miner's lettuce. They also call it Indian lettuce, and I call it delicious because sometimes it has speckles on it, sometimes it is solid green. Either way, you can see it's kind of arrowhead shaped, and these are high in vitamin C. And also you can see some of them have mottling on top of them, and then red undersides. The red is actually from cold weather. triggers that. These things are full of vitamin C, vitamin A, one of the most nutritious plants here. This is chickweed right here. It's Stellaria media. And if you look at one way to identify it, if you can see on the edge, you won't be able to see it, but there's a line of hairs. The line alternates on the stem. Back and you probably could see it with a hand lens. But in any case, it's called mouse-eared Stellaria, mouse-eared chickweed, because the leaves look like mouse's ears. So don't you think? Isn't that cute? So these are really good for you as well. A lot of vitamin C, vitamin A, and minerals, magnesium. And now this is cleaver, and you can see it's getting caught on its friends because there's little edges that feel rough. This plant is it's from England, just like this chickweed was from Europe, and it's got whorled leaves. Leaf numbers vary. These have 6, these have 4, 5, varies. But the one thing about them is they are very sticky. They can stick to your fingers, clothing, anything like.
Because it's got the little.
They have little barbs on them, which makes them kind of crunchy and rough. Some people don't like eating them, but supposedly this genus is Gallium. People in ancient England supposedly ate this quite a bit because it grows as a weed, and they say it's good for diabetes and weight loss. So there we are. Those are the herbs, the mountain herbs we're going to add to this giant melange of food that we're going to make. And we decided that we're going to use a gas stove rather than coals to get our oil burning or heated, and that's going to be the
it'll work.
The olive oil over here that we have.
So we're going to prep the ingredients.
We're going to prep, and then we'll come back and
start cooking.
So I'm going to mix up these. I'm going to make the hummus right now because I think it looks a little easier to do. So we got some water we pumped out of the stream, and we're just going to add enough to make it hummus. You make it to whatever consistency you like your hummus. And we'll see if I just right there made it into too much of a... No, I think I did a pretty good...
right, huh?
Pretty good mix. I mean, you can always add more water. It's kind of harder.
Easier to add water than to subtract
Take it out. So looks like it needs more water. Okay.
Which is good.
Let's add a little more.
It's all good.
Go crazy. Poco a poco.
So there's your hummus.
Oil. And this one now, usually it's about 1/3 of a cup. So, and you want your tahini to be kind of
runny,
not like that.
Yeah.
The hummus was.
So are those red sesame seeds that you roasted and ground up in this?
These are natural.
Oh, natural.
Which are unhulled sesame seeds. Now, they just have more flavor than the regular ones.
Yes.
The hulled ones.
They're not blanched and hulled.
Yes, so it's a little better. And so you get the picture where basically
okay,
you can add more if you want to make it.
And that's basically how you
runnier
how you vitalize the tahini.
So we put hot water, we boiled it, and
see when?
More. Be a little more generous. We can always drain it off. That's good. So we got some water sitting on top, so that's good. So we're going to cover it up with some foil. And so we're going to put this foil on there, and we're going to come back in 30 minutes. And it should be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be ready to make patties out of it.
Make patties, and then we're gonna mix it all together and take the patties, and then we're gonna fry them. All right, so it's been a half an hour, and so we have our
Soaked bulgur.
soaked bulgur wheat, and then which was in these bags. We have chickpea to mix with it, and we have our bag of flavoring. So there's a little extra water in there. I think it's probably going to work out pretty good. So we're going to leave whatever water's in there. These are going to be 2 different batches. Let's just dump all the flavorings in first, and then we'll dump the chickpea flour. Probably going to need to add some more water, so which we have right here. So this is the one with za'atar. Making it right now. A little bit more water in there. Now we're going to dump this chickpea flour in there. And what's going to come out in the mix, well, is going to be some falafel when I mix it all together. So I guessed how much water to put in there, and you know what? I think I did it pretty darn close, because it's going to mix up, you'll see, into a big conglomerate of
Glutinous mass.
And sometimes it sort of blends better if it's a little moist. This seems just alright, you know. Okay, here we are. We're going to check on our falafels. They've just been cooking for a little bit, and there's some foil over the top of here.
Trap the heat in.
We're going to take a look.
I smell them.
They look
Oh,
good.
they look good, dude.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, falafels, man, falafels.
See, they're cooking. Yeah, this batch is definitely done.
I'd say.
See the bubbling oil? Look at that. We're gonna put this in. We're gonna put another batch in. Keep cooking, okay?
Now here we're reapplying.
Doing another batch, or the rest of this batch, and then we got a whole nother batch to do. So
Yes.
it just didn't fill the whole. You know, sometimes you end up with a little bit more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll add a little more oil, get this puppy stoked up.
And we can eat the first ones while this is cooking.
All right, well, this next batch is going. Yeah, see, that's what I love about this squirt bottle of oil.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That is, I've got a garlic. I have a garlic bread underneath, and then, you know, of course, all the ingredients and everything. And it's got tahini and hummus and the natural herbs that we put in over here. And we're going to try to take a big bite of this thing. Isn't that incredible? Look at that.
Yep.
Can you believe it? This is
Mountain falafel.
Mountain falafel. Yeah. Oh my God. Look how amazing. I had no idea it was going to be that good, dude. They came out great. Crunchy on the outside,
Perfect on the
tender
inside.
on the inside. And look, it's cold out here.
Yes. All right. There you go. There you have it.
Yeah.
Mountain falafel.
Mountain falafel. Wait. How about this? Start on this. One more shot. Mountain falafel. Yeah.